Hello and welcome to Favorite Rugby on Favorite Sports for today's Champions Cup round 4 preview rather. It is still to come, and a very big weekend for the South African side. Both Stormers and Bulls basically having playoff games this weekend to try and get into that last 16. And two very strong sides they've been put out. So they're giving everything. They really are. They're both away, both in France, for example. Stormers playing against a struggling Stade Francais side, so you kind of back them to get the job done. The Bulls against the Bordeaux Begley, who have actually currently topping the Champions Cup group. So two very different prospects to await the two teams. Yeah, at the end of the day, either of them lose or both of them lose, and chances are they could be heading back to South Africa with just the URC to contend for. And it's a big weekend. So before we look at the two teams, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with the Bulls, who I said are playing against. They're at home. I don't know why I keep thinking they're away, but they are at home, and that's going to make a big difference actually. Given the fact that as I said, it is a very strong Bordeaux side, they are top of the log, and they need that home ground advantage to really operate. I think that's the one thing the South African sides have been pretty good at is using that home ground advantage. The Stormers, for example, have managed to make it work against La Rochelle as well as against Sale Sharks. And we've seen also the South African sides really been pretty good at home. So we look at this Bulls side. It is Klaus Dennekamp, Jan Hendrik Wester, Morne Smith in that front row, Renard Ludwig and Ruan Nokia in the second row. Ruan Nokia back into it after that injury. What a loose show this is, though. Marcel Coetzee, Impilo Gamedi, and Cameron Hanekom. We always talked about, recently been talking about the Cameron Hanekom versus Impilo Gamedi, competition in that eighth man position. And now all of a sudden, Jake White's gone and said, well, alternatively, I could just put both of them in. And Albert Lowe is sacrificed for it. And he had a great game last week, I thought, Albert Lowe. But I tell you what, just so many options there. And that doesn't include the likes of a Kyle Brink, for example. Marco Verstappen is not currently, he's not involved in the squad. Still plenty of other loose forwards in and around that squad. But those, those two in particular have had really good seasons. Bruce Appeal will partner Jan Koos and Devin Williams shifts from the fullback to the wing after a man of the match performance. You then got Sapir Matanzima. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You got David Creel, Stefan Hans in the centre, Sebastian de Klerk at wing, and Brilly LaRue makes his return and will start at full back. Then you've got Aka van der Merwe, Sapir Matanzima, Kuta Lunu, JF van Heerden, Albert Lowe in an orthodox 5-3 split that then features Keegan Johannes, Jacob van der Walt, and Cornel Hendricks. Good to see Jacob van der Walt back. I personally think if he gets playing well, I think he could actually bench Wilson. But imagine having international fly coming off the bench for a former international, because they're both kind of former internationals, but either way, both internationally capped. So that's the Bulls. Kickoff is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I'll be live for the game. And then later that evening, we will have this game, which is the Stormers versus Stade Francais. A couple of South Africans over at Stade Francais, including former Stormers centre, Jeremy Ward, who's now playing outside centre and playing nice rugby over there. So in the front row, it'll be Steve Satole. Joseph Weber returns to the starting lineup. Neatly Bashir will pack down at a tight head there. We then got Ruben van Heerden, RJ Smith, sort of the usual lock combination. And then Dion Free, Villa Engelbrecht, and Kike Marabe gets a start at number 8. Achieva Diamani being used as an impact player this weekend. We then got Herschel Yankees, Mike Liebach off the bench at 9 and 10. Ben Loader, Angelo Davids, Damien Willemse, Dan Duplessis. Watchalongs gets a start, which is why Damien Willemse shifted back into inside centre. Interested to see how Dan Duplessis goes at outside centre. Gone with a bit more experience than a Suleiman Hartzenberg. And obviously, no one to see the Similani just yet, but I reckon we could get a taste of him in the next couple of weeks. Off the bench, it will be Andre Hugo Fenter, Quenzo Blosser, Brock Harris, Hendrik Stassen, Ben Jason Dixon, Achieva Diamani, Stefan Angra, and Suleiman Hartzenberg. I actually quite like the fact that Ben Jason Dixon and Diamani have been dropped down to the bench because I feel like the Stormers are really starting to put games away. And I think those two players could be really good impact players that will help and give a little bit of a boost in that second half. Same thing as Andre Hugo Fenter. I think he brings a lot of energy. And I think Stefan Angra can control the game quite well. So that's what I think they're trying to do, is try and look for a better finish than maybe what they've been getting recently. And going with two players who've been some of their top 2 players recently is probably a pretty good way of doing that. What are your score predictions? Let me know. Do you see both these sides managing to sneak through? Do you see one of them going through, one of them going home? If so, which ones? Let me know down in the comments below. Please do smash the like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. Chat to you soon.